like they would feel it if it was up
On top.
20 or 30 or whatever. And, you know, the Bible says what's coming is coming suddenly. There's going to be something happen suddenly. And you remember that you that were over there in Howard Johnson or Hamilton Plaza, whatever one was at that time, in the same place. God stopped me in the middle of a sermon and told me to prophesy, and I prophesied of an earthquake coming suddenly out of nowhere, and literally thousands upon thousands and tens of thousands of people dying, and would get the whole world's attention. How many was there when I prophesied that?
200.
About 3 months later, I was standing in the back of the church, and Diane came up and she said, "Do you remember this?" And I said, "What?" She said, "You prophesied this." And that was that tsunami that hit. And it came out of nowhere. And nobody had hardly ever heard of tsunamis. But now it's becoming more and more. So if you could fathom or vision something taking place in the core of the earth, and the earth shifting and cracking and earthquake and so forth, God gave me a kind of an understanding. If you had a cracked plate, a dish plate, and it was cracked, what would eventually happen? It'd break. And that's what's happened to the earth. And then it took me back to a vision that my pastor had. This was back, I believe, in Delaware when he had this, so it's been a few years. And he said God showed him a vision. He saw the earth split.
Yeah.
Right.
How many remember that?
Amen.
And he said it fell over 2,000 feet, and then he saw people coming up out of the earth. And I related that to the rapture. Because in the end times it tells you the earth is going to shake, and suddenly there's going to be a trumpet sound, and the dead in Christ are going to rise. And if you go searching out the scriptures, you'll find that all pertains to this great event that's coming. So my advice is you need to pay attention, not just to what all the violence is going on in the world, but you need to pay attention to something like this. And then there's, I'll just read just a few of them real quick, where thousands and tens of thousands of birds have fell out of the sky. Brazil, Canada, Chile, China, Haiti, Italy, Japan, New Zealand, Philippines, Korea, South Africa, Sweden, United Kingdom, Vietnam, United States of America, Arkansas, Florida, Illinois, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maryland, Michigan, North Carolina, Tennessee, and Texas. Now, how many heard of all those?
Yep.
You didn't hear of all of them, Mike.
Yep.
I didn't hear them.
You heard of a couple of them. So that's what's going on that we're not aware of. And then it goes on talking about the fish. And it talks about birds falling out of the sky in Sweden. Millions of them. Dead fish found in Maryland, Brazil, and New Zealand. And these are things that you need to pertain to knowing how close the end is. And then getting ready for it.